Hi, boys and girls. I've got my glasses on because I have not been at the computer for this long in my entire life. Usually when we're in the classroom, we go to recess and we at the table and we're up and down and up and down, and I have been just on the computer from early morning till honestly midnight. So my eyes, I can barely see. I have to have my reading glasses on. Boys and girls, I'm going to go over one of your assignments today for Wednesday. I want you guys to do this again. A lot of you sent me pictures and the names are looking good. So I wanted you to start off on this side with no lines just until you get the structure, the formation of your letters. So parents, make sure they're starting from the top. Okay, so boys and girls, please don't take these worksheets out. Okay, this plastic is meant to be written on. So the reason I put them in the plastic is you can use this over and over and over. Then I didn't have to give you 10 handwriting sheets, right? So once you really have it down, and your moms and dads know when it's looking good, right? If you're still having a hard time making a few letters, keep practicing on this side. Get those letters down and then turn it over. But today I'm going to show you this side because we really had some kids with just beautiful writing. I was so impressed. They started with a capital, they used lowercase letters, and their letters just look beautiful. So for those kids, and I did put some messages on your Seesaw activity on the comments. I'd say, wow, your name looks great. Go ahead and do the other side. So that's going to be up to you guys, parents. If you feel like they're ready for the lines, go ahead. Okay, but I don't want them to go over here till they're really ready for the lines, because the idea behind this is that the letters are they have to pay attention to where they're starting the letters. Okay, so let me go ahead and put the camera down here like this. I've got to bend it down. I really think I have to turn this light on. Sometimes it's not good if you have too much light. I know that's a little hard to see. I have to get a better system, but so I use Peyton's name. Now, Peyton, you're going to look and you're going to say, Miss Jenkins, my name isn't spelled P-E. What happened was she has an A in her name right there, but I accidentally spelt your name wrong the first time, and I thought, oh, I'll save that one. I'll just use it for a sample instead of making a new one. So if this was your name or anybody's name, remember, the first one, you just look at this. If you want to trace it with your finger, sometimes it helps to kind of get the, all right? Remember, where am I starting? Starting at the top. I think we need to sing our song again, okay? So watch. I'm going to take this marker out, and I'm going to sing it like this. Where do we start our letters? At the top. Where do we start our letters? At the top. If you want to make some letters, then you better remember to start at the top. Is this the top? No, it's the bottom. Is this the top? No, it's the middle. Is this the top? Yes, it's the top. Where do you start your letters? At the top. So we always start our letters from the top down and go down, right? Okay. Now these lines, the line paper, the top line is like it's the sky. That's at the top. The bottom line is like it's down on the ground, and this is like a fence. So we have some other paper that has colored lines, and it's a blue line on top. That's the sky. Okay. The dotted line is the middle. That's the guideline. Okay. We call it the fence. And then we have the ground. So think of it this way. A flower grows, right, from the ground. Well, the roots grow down. So this is where the roots are. Okay. The stem grows up. Okay, sometimes the flowers are even taller than the fence to the top like that. And then let's pretend I'm making a T, because we're going to make that in Peyton's name. That's the fence. It goes right in the middle, right? Some letters like Y in Peyton's name, they're going to touch the middle to the ground, and then her Y is going to go underneath the ground. Not very many letters do that, but if you have a letter in your name that goes underneath, it's like the roots. Okay, I'm going to erase that just to a little confusing. So remember, the first thing you're going to do, I'll try to move this a little closer, is you're going to trace and start at the top. I'm going to start at the top. Now the E is tricky. Now there are a few letters that don't start at the top, well, at the top or the middle, right? This E doesn't start in the middle or the bottom. I put a dot there. And please, if you have an E in your name, I'm gonna trace this, and I'm gonna show you another little thing. Okay, and then I'm gonna trace the Y. I trace the T, I trace the O, which is just a circle, I trace the N. Now I'm going to show you the E again. Okay, if you have an E on your name, this is one of the trickiest letters, one of the hardest. It does not start at the top. It does not start at the bottom. It does not start in the middle. It starts between the fence and the ground about right here. Okay, and then you make a straight line first, and then you curve up and touch the fence and down to the bottom. So E is one of the hardest letters. I'm going to show you something else before we write Peyton's name. A lot of times in the classroom, I do a whole lesson. In fact, we might do it today on Zoom, okay? So the most important letter that I can think of is the letter C. And it's not because it's the first letter of Corbin's name. It's not because the cat starts with C. It's because if you know how to make a C, I'm going to make a C here. That's called magic C, okay? I'm going to go like this. You don't need to do that. Look, it's like magic. Because if you can make a C, then you can also make this letter. What is that? A little A for alligator. If you can make a C, a magic C, you can also make this letter. What's that? A D. Very good. If you can make a magic C, you can also make this letter. What's that? That's an O. And if you can make a magic C, then you can close it up and go under the ground where the roots grow and make a G. So just by knowing one letter, just by knowing how to make a really nice curved line, you can close it up, make an A. You can go all the way to the top and down, make a D, make a circle, close it up, make a O, and then go under the ground and make a G. Isn't that awesome? I think I'm just going to leave it there. Now, if this is your name here, I might go over that a couple more times because I really want, if we're in the classroom, I'm always telling the kids, start with the magic C. Start with the magic C to make a D, right? All right, so Peyton is going to start at the top. She starts with her capital P, and then she makes her E. Remember, that's really hard. If you have an E, Mom and Dad might have to put a dot right there, and you make the straight line first and curve up and touch the bottom. Now I'm going to make my Y. Watch, I'm going to slant down. That's a slanted line. We're practicing that today on our Zoom. Then I come up and I make another slanted line, but it's a long one, and it goes under the ground where the roots grow. Now she's got a lowercase t that crosses in the middle. She has a little O, that's an easy one. And then she has an N, okay? So an N starts in the middle. We go down, up, and around. And then parents, if your kids need it, go ahead and go like this, one letter at a time, so that they know the P starts here. And they know where the second letter starts. And they know where their third letter starts. And the reason I don't put them on there is because I've done that in the past. I think it's going to be helpful. And then the kids put the wrong letters on the wrong line, or they connect the dots or something. It's just kind of crazy. Okay, so practice your name again today. We're going to practice our names all week. Now, I do have something fun. So let me, I meant to cut this on the cutter. So I have two names here. I'm going to show you Abby's name. Okay, Abby is Abigail. We have an Abigail Rivero, and then an Abigail Carmlara, and we're going to call her Abby. Okay, so this is called rainbow writing. Can you guys say that? Rainbow writing. You guys can tell I love rainbows, right? So what I did is I got out of my crayons, and remember, you don't have to use the ones I gave you if you have nicer ones, thicker ones. Okay, I got all the rainbow colors out. Okay, I want to arrange them. Red, orange, let me put my yellow here. Green, blue, purple, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. These are the colors of the rainbow. If you want to add pink, go ahead. Parents, I was going to show you, I put my crayons in a little Tupperware because for me, getting those crayons out of those boxes was hard. I could just never get to them or find the crayon. If you want to add a pink or a magenta, go right ahead, okay? But it's going to make a little more work for you because this is called rainbow tracing. Now, your guys' names, I used block letters. You know, I used big, thick letters so you could trace inside. And I changed the font when I had Abby. I changed Abigail's name to Abby. I changed the font. So yours might not look exactly like this. Now, start at the top, and I'm going to start with a red. I trace down. So I'm not coloring the letter, boys and girls. I don't want you to color this letter red and this letter orange and this letter blue. I want you to trace. Now I'm gonna go over the B. And then she has another B. And she has a Y. Now I'm done with my red. I'm gonna put my red back in here. I am done with it. I'm not coloring with it, I'm tracing. Now I'm gonna go to orange and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna trace all the letters with orange. If you want to be able to see it, you can kind of put it on the other side of the red so you can see it better. If you do it right on the red, it's hard to see. Okay, I'll put that orange away. What's the next color? Yellow. So I'm going to trace. I can go like in the inside or the outside of the orange so that I can see it. Okay, otherwise it just kind of mixes in. There. Okay, I'm done. Green is the next. Okay, so now I'm going to trace the same one. I want to be able to see all the colors. Oh, Abby, I guess I forgot to do the inside of that. There we go. I can see the green. I'm going it around. So what ends up happening is you're tracing the letters in your name 5 times. No, we added another color, right? So sorry, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and then if you added a pink or a magenta, if you want to add, that's up to you. Just don't use black and brown because it won't look like a rainbow if you do. All right, now I've got blue. So this time I'm going to go kind of inside so that I can see all those beautiful colors. Isn't it looking pretty? Oh man, I just love it. I can't wait to see these. Okay, and then I'll put that away. I'm done with it. And then I'm going to do purple. I'll put that over here. So I have traced the same letters 6 times, and then the pink will be 7, okay? So I'm gonna try to find where, there, I need a little pink over here, so I'll go like that. Now, I did not color, did I? I didn't go like this. This is exactly what it's supposed to look like. If you send a picture, I wanna see all 6 colors or 7 colors. I don't wanna just see one color. I don't want you to color the whole letter in, okay? All right, so I can't wait to see that today. Again, your name starts with a capital letter and the rest of your letters are lowercase, aren't they? Okay, nice job. I'm gonna put this on the activity page. So today, don't forget, you go to the Wednesday button. That'll take you to the activity page. Okay, there'll be 4 activities plus a few things that I'll put on Seesaw. Haven't done that yet. I've got a lot of work to do tonight. Okay, it takes hours and hours just to plan out one day. Believe me, I'd rather be back in the classroom, but we're making this work. Okay, bye.